right, so our last speaker is a real estate team leader and a seasoned Hyperfast agent speaker. One of the Hyperfast VIP clients for over 3 years. Having sold over, and she corrected this number, she said it's over 300. Over 300 homes in a year through referrals alone. She's going to make you think about how to interact with your clients and the power of referrals. And you know, everybody just stand up. Stand up for 1 second. Stand up. I want to see a standing ovation. Give it up for Lana Rodriguez!
Hyperfast! Haha. Are everybody enjoying the first day? The front row's enjoying the first day. The back row is like, I don't know. I'm just here for something. Well, we had Jeff Fitzer. Jeff Fitzer told us about the power of video. We had Christina Daves about power of PR. I want to sign up for that. I would like to be famous. Hello. Not only TikTok famous. And tomorrow we have Tatiana Londono. Give it up for Tatiana. All the way from Canada. TikTok rock star, love you. I love you too. I never met you, but I love you already. Power of social media, friends. Oh my goodness. Who are my solo agents here? Solo agents. Okay, a few of you. All right. Who are my team leaders? Team leaders, very, very well. Okay, but you guys seem awfully quiet. How about we try this? I say hyper, you say? Okay. Hyper fast. Okay, let's get this started, friends. I completely understand. I'm the only thing standing where me in this nice little PowerPoint presentation between the happy hour dinner plans you made. So I promise you from the bottom of my heart, I make it worth your time, and hopefully you will have 1 or 2 takeaways. Is that fair? Okay, great. Now we're all friends. All right, let's get this started, friends. I want to tell Carrie and Dan, thank you so much for putting this on. I don't know about you, but I personally needed to get out of Colorado, take a little break from working and being a mom to come and hang out with all of you. Can you guys agree on that? Yeah. Especially when it's not easy to host a conference. Come on, you know what time we live in. Hello. But Dan and Carrie, thank you guys so much. And I just want to add on that I would not be a businesswoman I am today if it was not for Carrie Schull. So please, let's give it a round of applause for Carrie Schull. I love you, Carrie. Friends, for most of you in this room, I had also very, very humble beginnings. Here you can see me in 2016 working, probably crafting up an offer with my newborn daughter. The middle photo, I don't even know what's going on there. I'm missing eyebrows, so clearly something is going very, very wrong. And in another photo, we have my husband, Brian, our first part-time assistant, the RE/MAX balloon, because that's where we had to do a RE/MAX, hosting our first client appreciation event. Look at us wearing matching T-shirts. How cute is that? So here we are right now. Ooh! Oh, look at this. Professional photography, videography right here. In 2015, my first year doing real estate, my lovely husband, Brian, where are you at? Show yourself. Brian is right here. We just moved to Colorado, so keep in mind we were brand new, and I really wanted to have a kid, and Brian didn't. I was like, let's come to the compromise. And compromise was to go back for me to work. And 31 transactions later, had a baby end of that year as well. 2016, stayed home for 2 weeks on maternity leave. Some of the moms may relate. And 119 transactions as a solo agent. Can I be completely transparent with you guys? How do you think I felt at the end of that year? Was I enjoying a nice mom time and all the income I made? Yeah, I probably made the most money in my life, but I was miserable as fuck. Excuse me, I really don't like to cuss, but I kind of do. I know we're all friends, don't record and report on social media. Pretty much at the end of 2016, I was losing my shit, and I was talking to my husband, and he's like, he's an Army officer. He's like, you just have to get more organized. You got to wake up 2 hours sooner, and they're just gonna get shit done. And I'm like, I'm already up, and I don't even see you. I don't see my kid. What the heck I'm gonna do? And that's when the team was launched. 2017 team was launched. Actually, one of my first team members, Debbie, show yourself. You guys want to talk to Debbie today or tomorrow? Debbie was with me for 5 years. She started as an assistant, and now she's overseeing our listing department. Debbie, anyone wants to guess how many transactions Debbie did by herself last year on my team? 150? No, she's going to do 150 this year. She actually did 100 transactions. So give it up for Debbie. Yeah, so 2018, 204 transactions. 2019, 230 transactions. And 2020, 189. Ouch. But hey, yeah, we dropped. But you know what? Half the country was jobless. We're in a crisis, the biggest crisis probably in United States history. So, and then we picked it up. We picked it up in 2021, and 300 families served. Friends, my name is Lana Rodriguez, and I'm coming to you from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Our median price point is $420. So if you guys thinking I'm selling luxury listings, I wish I would be selling luxury listings. Not yet, not yet, but here we are. And for some of you, you may be wondering, okay, Lana, so what's the deal? So am I a good team leader? I'm not a bad team leader. Am I a good manager? Fuck no, I'm not a good manager. Am I a good agent? Yeah, I'm a freaking amazing buyer's agent. Hello, get in my car, let's go look at some homes. But there's one thing that I kind of adopted in early ages when I came to America. By the way, I'm an immigrant if you guys cannot tell. And it was a concept of care. See, if you know me and if you're a friend of mine, there's some friends sitting in the front row and in the back row. I so much care for my people. So when they come into my circle in my life, you're going to be feeling this via my videos I sent you, via gifts. I just freaking care for people and my team and my client community. And believe it or not, this has gotten my team to where we at right now. And I truly believe that real estate is not about selling homes. It's about working with people and for people. And as my organization grows, we're a baby compared to Carrie Schul team. Carrie Schul has over 100 individuals. Someday maybe I'll be there, maybe not. But everyone who comes to my team, I kind of watch them. I'm like, I'm going to watch you before I really come on board. And for example, the new hires, here's advice. I just totally came to me. If you're planning to bring somebody on your team, don't interview them once or twice and send them a contract and hope for the best. You have them come and spend a week with you to shadow you. See how you guys vibe. Because you may not vibe. They may be absolutely polished on their resume and psychologically make sense, but you do not click with this person. Or they may not care. And when somebody does not care, the not nice way says that they don't give a fuck. You never want to have somebody working who does not give a fuck about you or have business you have built. See, friends, being solo agent is hard, and running a team is hard. Working Zillow leads is hard, and working by referral is not easy. Choose your hard. We have Kimberly Clem. Well, Clem is your previous last name. But Kimberly, show yourself, wave. Okay, you guys want to talk to Kimberly? Kimberly was one of my first clients when I started a team. What was it, like 5 years ago? And now Kimberly is actually a team leader, and she just opened up her new office. Kimberly is killing it on Zillow. When I talked to her, I was like, girl, how are you doing this on Zillow? She's like, girl, I'm just doing it. If you guys want to learn how to work Zillow, please talk to Kimberly, right? Identify your superpower, aka selling style. Now, that has not been talked a lot. It will be crucial for your business, trust me. I'm going to get really transparent with you. When I came to America, it was hard time. I know who are the immigrants? Immigrants here? Oh yeah, here we go, a few of you. You know how it is. When you don't speak proper English and people just look you up and down. Yeah? You know, Tatiana, what I mean? See? And so when I came, I worked really hard to even speak properly so I can, 15, 20 years later be in front of an amazing crowd like yourself. And then I started doing jobs and blah, blah, blah. And very quickly I realized that talking on the phone is not going to be what I'm going to be doing. It's because every time I pick up a phone, even to this point, I get extremely nervous and I get kind of weird and I'm like, hello, would you like to buy a house? This is Svetlana. My actual real name was Svetlana, believe it or not. And immediately I would lose the sale. And I'm like, oh shit, man, done. But, see, I kind of find myself a personable person. And I know when I'm going to get a client or potential consumer in front of me, I'm going to be able to read their body language. And I'm going to close the sale. That's my superpower. It may not be yours. In Colorado Springs, we have a preferred lender. His name is Phil Chavez. He's a bit of a, funny guy, or what he thinks he's funny guy. And, we used to bring him to closings, but I'm like, okay, Phil, maybe not. Just stay and work behind the scenes. And when he gets in front of people, he just gets all red and starts cracking up jokes. And I'm like, dude, it's not funny. Like, you're being really awkward. But don't take Phil Chavez for weakness. When he gets on the phone, he's a fucking machine. You send him somebody who doesn't even want to buy a house or doesn't know what house is, he's going to fucking close him. So what does it tell me? Phil Chavez's selling style is a phone conversation. My lovely husband, Brian, the guy operates out of Excel sheets and Google Calendar invites. He keeps sending it to us and to my team, and I was like, I'm not gonna read it. But he keeps sending it, but it's his superpower and his military avatar of a client. They love that shit. The more organized, the better. And it works for him. It would never work for me. Hello. Do you guys know what I'm saying? Can you guys relate? So start thinking, what is your superpower, aka selling style? And just work on that more versus work on something you are kind of bad at, right? Okay, I know some of you are like, okay, Lana, cut the crap. How did you get to 300 transactions? Well, friends, bear with me. I'm going to share with you. So I'm the firm believer to give credit where the credit is due. Full transparency, I have been coached by Carrie Schul for the last 4 years. I have been I became one of her first coaching clients when she started Hyperfast. But before that, I tapped into Brian Buffini. Raise your hand who knows who Brian Buffini is. Tatiana knows. Some of you, okay. So I related to this gentleman specifically because he was pitched by Remax. I guess he had a partnership. And he's also a fellow immigrant. So it just made sense to me. I attended some of his classes, and I'm like, ooh, that sounds exciting. Calls, notes, and pop-bys. And then at the end, I discovered client appreciation events. Well, as I told you, I was not going to do the calls, but I definitely did my, my share of notes, handwritten notes, remember? Never too busy for your referrals. Get my share of pop-bys. Kimberly Clem sitting there. Is it a true story that with a newborn kid, I delivered a Easter basket to you? Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. My kid was 2 months old in my car, and I decided to do Easter pop-bys. So I had my share of pop-buying and drawing. But then this is what happened, friends. Just bear with me. I have a newborn at home. Actually, I got really big. At pregnancy, I was like 225, and then I was 200 pounds for almost 5 years. Because I was stress eating, I was working so much. And then my quality of life dropped. I haven't seen my husband, because he's been active duty. And I was like, well, client appreciation events, that kind of makes sense to me. If instead of me going to house delivering goodies, what if I just host something, okay? Certain amount of time, one day, I'm going to be fully on. Clients come, have a great time with me. I have quality conversations. I get to love on everybody. And then they get home. I go home, and we do it again. Wow. So, friends, I'm going to share with you the client appreciation event calendar for the last year. Okay? Screenshot it. I'm just going to explain you everything, why and how. And I just ask you, please do not get intimidated by this. Because remember, we have been doing this for 7 years, okay? If you're going to start, it's going to be your first or second client event, it's fine. If you want to choose one of these and just do 1 or 2 a year, it's totally fine, but as long as you understand the concept and the reason why we do that, right? So, Olympic Museum, I'm thinking how my clients are thinking. You have to identify your client avatar. Most of my client avatar are moms, kids, families, maybe married couples and things like that, couple singles as well. So Colorado Springs, Colorado, we just had Olympic Museum open. And I was like, whoa, I would like to go. And I'm thinking my clients would like to go too. So we booked that for exclusive tour. That was last January. Then we always host Easter brunch with bottomless mimosas. Hello, who likes a mimosa? And Easter bunny and egg hunt for the kids. Little side note, if you want your events to be successful, always implement the kids. Because it's very hard to find a babysitter who you rely on, and parents just like to bring their kids for quality time with their children. Mother's Day event. It's a bit on a smaller scale, but we still attend. It's about 200 people or so. I'm a mom. I would like to be celebrated. Do moms get celebrated all the time? Fucking not, okay? we hope we do. We make our own celebrations. So I throw something for Mother's Day. Usually it's painting with a twist. You rent out the space. They provide the booths. They provide the paintbrushes. And you as a leader of your company, you're always there greeting and meeting and hosting. You're not painting. You're hosting this for your clients, not for yourself. You take yourself painting some other time. Summer Bash. Summer Bash is a bit of a tradition. In June, we always host a Summer Bash, and that's for the clients who celebrate out of school. I'll have actually some photos for you to show you in a minute. Then August, September, it's a bit slower month. So slower because people are traveling, enjoying the summer. So we actually partner up with an ice cream or coffee local shop. And this is my conversation to the owner. It was actually, my kid used to go to the gymnastic, and there's this cute ice cream shop we used to go. I say, sir, how are you doing? Good. How do you feel about if I'm going to do a prepaid card in your shop for 2 months straight, and I'm going to send all your clients to you, you provide them free goodies on me. I'll ask them to check in into your facility and take a picture with my banner. Guys, like, deal. Okay, easy money, friends, easy money. All of you can do that. Like, you can go back home and you can do it right this second. Pumpkin patch. I want you to make a note of the pumpkin patch. For 5 years in a row, pumpkin patch has been the most attended event. I don't know what's about the pumpkin patch. It's something like the fall vibes, get my jeans on, little flannel thing, right? So pumpkin patch, it's just, people go nuts. I'll show you the pictures in a minute. Trunk or treat got implemented in 2020, and the reason why is I remember outdoor events, people want to stay safe. Right now at our current office facility, we have a huge parking lot, and I see other pumpkin patches. I was like, shit, we're gonna do our own. So pumpkin patch, great time. All the vendors you work with, you make them come out and bring candy. You have your team come out. It's so fun. Pies and smiles with Santa. Who heard my pie story? How I delivered pumpkin pies in 2014? Well, Debbie, because you've been with me. Hello, yeah. But this is what happened. When I was a brand new agent in 2014, I just heard of people throwing pie parties. I actually went to Costco. My husband thought I was crazy. Remax people thought I was crazy. And I bought 85 pumpkin pies, and I drove around town, delivered to complete strangers. Well, now people come to me and get a pie. But this is what happens. Full disclosure, my pies are from Costco. Yes, I would love to support local business, but local business gets very expensive real fast, and you're going to get a small little pie, and then you're going to be late. I don't have time for this because I'm giving out 200 pies every year. So go to Costco, you pre-order. If you're on a budget, pumpkin pies are only $5.99. Yes, $5.99 multiplied by 100. Do the math. We all can afford a pumpkin pie party, right? But my clients ain't stupid. They're like, okay, I want to go see Lana, but do I want a Costco pumpkin pie? So I was like, shit, I'm losing people, you know? So I added Santa to the pumpkin pie party. And guys, our Santa is looking so freaking real. When I see him, I tear up. I was like, Santa, is this you? So people come to take a picture with Santa at this Pie and Smile with Santa party and get a pie. Also last year, they got a bottle of wine. Gingerbread decorating contest. If you're on a budget and you do not want to host something in person, maybe you're extra careful, go to Costco or Sam's. They have amazing deals with these big, beautiful gingerbread houses. We actually did it 1 year, and we didn't do it last year. I just had it here because I want to share with you. It got super awesome. People love the pop buys. This was our mistake. We hosted a contest with money prizes, and people got competitive as fuck to the point where they started talking shit to each other on Facebook. I cannot make this up. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? I'm not going to do this again. I just spent like $2,000 in gingerbread decorating house. The prizes were like small, but they got so competitive and dramatic. I'm like, ladies, chill out, okay? And Client Appreciation Gala, we just hosted one a few weeks ago, and I'll tell you why. So when my husband and I moved to Colorado, it was very lonely. Shit, I think I've been lonely since I came to America as an immigrant, then you're a military spouse, and then you're an agent. When you're an agent, are you lonely as an agent? Am I the only one? Yeah. Have you heard they say it's lonely on the top? Because it freaking is, right? It freaking is. And when we lived in Colorado, I was like, well, all these people are going to these nice events and dress up. I would love to go with my husband. And the only things we could have gone is like military balls, and some of them are like really lame, you know. So I started my own client appreciation gala. Okay, we just hosted 300 people in a beautiful ballroom, open bar, music, DJ, great time. Because I know most of my clients are not gonna get that experience anywhere else. Does that make sense? All right. Yes. Yes, orange juice. Okay. So, go back. So one of the Easter brunches we had at a beautiful hotel, and we had big tables, bottomless mimosas. Well, they put out the pictures of the orange juice in the middle of the table. And as we have a band playing, everybody have a great time. Everybody, kids and adults are drinking, and then the waiter's like, hey, I just want to let you know, this is not orange juice, it's mimosas. So my ass had to go get up on the stage and was like, excuse me, if your kid is drinking this juice, it is not the juice. Yes, it's a true story. Our clients, literally, the open-minded clients actually made memes about it. It was really funny. Somebody like, oh my God, my kid. I was like, he'll be fine. It's just pure sugar. Just let them run around the Easter bunny. So yeah, shit happens. I probably have a couple other stories like this, friends. Please take a slide of this. Take a picture of this. It's very important, and I don't want you to miss it. It's crucial to have proper invitation system for any event you're hosting. If you don't follow this, your attendance rate is going to drop. Number one, you want to create invite in your private client group with a Google RSVP sheet. You want to print mailers and mail it out. I'm a firm believer in tangible items. Because why? Number one, they're going to receive it, look at it, slap it on the fridge. They're going to be seeing that marketing material till the time of the event. They may not want to go, but they're going to see it and they're going to want to go. Go on site of the event and film video invite to get all excited. Because of Carrie, I actually have, for 3 years now, I have a full-time photographer, videographer on my team. And if you guys want to learn more about that, please talk to me or talk to Carrie. It's crucial because if you count the money, it all adds up and it just makes sense to have somebody on your team. Well, we usually, me and my guy, would go on site and I'm just like, hi guys, please welcome, blah, blah, cannot wait to see you. I give them the visual. Most of our clients are visual, okay? Email invite in the newsletter format and then personal touch. I encourage myself and all my agents to reach out to their clients who have their work on the team personally. And the reason why the reason why the system works, number one, people need reminders. Because somebody like myself, I'm buried in email. So I cannot even sort through my own email. So if you invite me somewhere via email, I'm not going to come. If you text me, I may come. Remember, tangible. If I mail it, slap it on the fridge, I actually may come. But friends, the reason why we do this is because it gives you indirect way to marketing to your clients organically. Because I'm a salesperson. I hate to be sold. Every time Zillow calls, I'm like, fuck you, Zillow, I'm not answering the phone. It's how it is. We get bombarded with miscellaneous shit all the time. You guys know that, right? But if it's something where I can bring my spouse or my kids and enjoy a nice atmosphere, would you guys attend? Yeah. So that's why we have our events packed up so close, right? 65, 7 events is because I'm marketing to my clients every damn time with these 5 touches. They don't have a way, if they're like, hey, don't contact me, you sucked, I don't want to work with your team, rarely happens. But otherwise, they'd be like, oh, another event with Lana. But guess my branding is in front of them every single damn time, right? And friends, don't forget, if you have a photographer, videographer, always have them capture the event. So I know Nicole, where's Nicole? Did she leave? Yeah, Nicole hosted something, and I was like, please have somebody video photograph. Because there are some clients who are not going to attend right away, but you want to show them, hey, look what I hosted. It was a great time. You missed out on it. So does this make sense, friends? Yeah? Okay, all right. So here we go. Here are examples of our mail-out flyers. Yeah, that's me. That's Lana with a pumpkin pie from Costco. How cheesy is that? But as one of our guest speakers said, cheesy sells. People want to see authentic. What's your style? My style is funny, or I think I'm a little bit funny. I'd like to hope so. But this is Gala, a little more and clean and classy. So these went out a few weeks before the event. These went out for pies and smiles, right? And look, they're pleasant, they're funny. And then people literally got these and were tagging me on Facebook. Every time who tags you on Facebook, guess who wins? You win, because it's another exposure, right? Another exposure for your business. Here is example of Olympic Training Museum. Remember, always be branding. This is the Lana Rodriguez group. This is our logo. So we make sure it's everywhere. Even though we're with K-Dub, but we're promoting this. So even if you are a seasoned agent or a new agent, you need to have a couple of these items at your events as well. So immediately your client comes in, they sees your logo, and they start recognizing in their head. We have a banner, just like Hyperfast banner out there. We have LRG banner. People like taking pictures. Here's the Easter brunch. How cute is that? Example of the brunch invite, little Easter bunny. Not scary looking at all. And this is a nice setting where, similar setting, that's where we had pictures with mimosas. People are having a great time. This is a Mother's Day event at the Putt Putt, actually. It was hosted, I believe, in 2020, because that's when we're trying to do open air events. Clients are having a great time. Client is feeding her dog. Oh, well, that's great. This is actually me with a broken arm. I broke my arm last May. Well, yeah, that's a long story. I'll tell you maybe not on the stage. But you, once again, friendly reminder, you as a team leader, when you host anything, you're always standing up front, you're always greeting, and you're always saying goodbye, while your team or teammates socialize in between and walk everybody through. This is our summer bash. You guys may recognize this gentleman. Jeff Fitzer actually came out. Hello, Jeff, remember? Finally came out and checked out one of our events. And also USA Mortgage were kind enough to sponsor our events. Believe it or not, for last 5 years when I've been hosting these, it was all out of my pocket. Because some of you may be wondering, how do you offset the cost? It was all my marketing cost. And it got to the point where our marketing cost for the events on this scale was almost $100,000. Now, our lender, Phil Chavez, the guy who kills it on the phone, he's right now part of the USA Mortgage. And we're very, very thankful to Jeff and USA Mortgage for helping to offset some of that cost. And if you're interested, talk to Jeff. He will advise you how to do it legally, because we're not doing anything legally. But yeah, so team, matching t-shirts, looks like a bit of a uniform. Here's the ice cream shop I told you about. You can literally go back home and implement, because all of you like supporting locals. All of you are going to get ice cream with your kids, or snacks with your kids, or smoothies, right, or coffee. Look, Lana Rodriguez, thank you for the ice cream. All I want them is to take a photo of this and tag me on Facebook and check themselves in, okay? Easy money, friends, easy money. And this is the pumpkin patch. Look how cute. This is our team having a great time. This is somebody's kid. And look, these clients, they go all the way out, dressed up in Halloween costumes. That's how much our clients are looking for towards these events. Okay, now we're gonna change the topic a little bit. If you are the solo agent, if you're a brand new agent, if you're a team leader, each of you need to have somebody like Susie Henry on your team. Susie Henry is my right hand, and none of that will be, I would not be here right now if not for her. Guess why? Because she's actually staying with my mom at my house watching my two very not well-behaved kids. Susie is do it all. She started as an assistant. She was actually one of my former buyer's agent's moms. Started as an assistant, and now she's a client care manager. She oversees that division of our team. She's also a client concierge. She oversees warranty liaison. She does all my errands, and sometimes I'm very spontaneous. I'm a last-minute person, so I was like, Susie, can you go ahead and do this like in 30 minutes? And she does it in 30 minutes. Now, it's a special avatar of a Susie. I had a part-time assistant who was newly gave birth to a little baby and who did not have a car. Oops! Why would I hire that? Because I was desperate. Whenever I hire desperation. Susie is newly divorced. She has a nice car. She lives alone. And she lives for this job. So anything I need Susie to do, it will get done one way or another. But that's not the point. you need to start thinking who's going to be your right hand. Susie used to do, for the longest time, calls, notes, and pop buys. Well, guess what? We got Susie an assistant. Now she has somebody else doing that for her because now her time is managed better elsewhere. This is examples of what we do. I know half of you in this room are not doing that, and you should be doing that. Birthday and anniversary mailers. How easy is that? We track it in a CRM. We use Chime, for example. We also part of KW, and they have Command, Schmand, or whatever they have. It's still in a working beta phase. But very simple, $5 gift cards go out looking this way. Believe it or not, before 2020, Susie used to do pop buys in person. She would deliver flowers or beer or wine, but she has autoimmune disease, so we're trying to keep her safe. Look, it's cheesy. I love referrals. Amazon. Slap that shit on, send it out. Looks cute, right? Birthday anniversaries. It's not a lot and it's so cheap, but it makes clients feel so special. When was the last time somebody mailed you a coffee gift card and say, hey, have a coffee on me? Raise a hand if somebody mailed you lately. None? Oh my God. Well, you, two of you. See? See? All right. For example, when Susie still does pop buys, I'm a little bit of a stalker. Carrie knows what I'm talking about. Carrie's a stalker too. That's our job. So when I'm on my phone, I remember right now I'm trying to go on my phone in the morning, at night, not in the middle of the day because I'm going to get lost. But when my husband gets mad at me, he's like, what are you going to just keep scrolling? Like, get off the fucking phone. I'm like, dude, I'm prospecting. You don't understand. I'm not just like, yes, I have ADHD and a couple other conditions too, but I go on my Facebook and I like totally zone in and I start looking because remember, I'm a Facebook friend with all my clients, most of them, and I see what they post. The minute I see a baby announcement or anything related, death of a dog, baby announcement, somebody's sick, I screenshot it and I send it to Susie. Susie's so synced in with me, she already knows what to freaking do. And look, Riley, thank you, LRG, for helping celebrate our little one. Oh, so cute, little Walmart jammies, $5 cider, $5 flowers. Can all of you afford that? Absolutely, yes. Should you be doing that? If you're brand new? Yeah. But a year later, your hourly rate is going to be worth more. So you have to have somebody like Susie, a part-time assistant, somebody who's going to be doing that for you, okay? Look, somebody gave a birth. They're getting a freaking salad and a pizza, or what is it, pasta. Yeah? And then they tag us. They tag us, friends. This is priceless. Okay. We talked a little bit about private Facebook group. If you want to take one takeaway out of my presentation, this is it. This is the time to take a photo. I cannot address this enough how important it is. I know Nicole, she was here, she just did her today, and I've been talking to her for a year to do that. It's okay, that's how it is. Carrie tells me to do things all the time, and I'm still not listening, but that's why I'm still sticking around coaching with her. That's how it works. Who has private client Facebook group for their clients? Well, here you go. If I had one task today, my task is complete. This is it. Why it's so important to have your own private cloud Facebook group. This is a controlled hub for you to control any message you want to send to your database. This is how it works. You have to be, you're your agent on your team. You guys have to be friends with the person adding. You cannot add a stranger. So myself and all my people on my team, they're admins of this group, so they can add whoever they want. Who's in this group? All of my influencers, some of you guys in the room, clients, past clients, a prospect. Let's say I got a hot lead, and they're like, well, we're thinking about working with your team, maybe not. I was like, would you mind if I go ahead and add you to my client group so you can actually see all the events we're hosting? It's always a yes. And this way, every message I send, they're forced to see it unless they remove themselves from the group. Here's examples. LRG Summer Bash. In 5 days, so exciting. Check out the giant inflatables. I'm getting everybody hype, right? And yeah, I could have posted on my Facebook page, but I don't want like no random people like, hey, can I come check out your party? No, because you didn't buy a house with me, you cannot. No. And see, not a bad engagement. 71 likes, 33 comments, people are excited. Ooh, I want to do a last push before we close up the Easter bunch. 1 hour left. You can still come join us at 1:15. Oh, look, you're missing out. Little pastries, little fruit action, 52 likes, 5 comments, decent. This was a party starts now, January 22nd, actually this year. Look at me, nice little screenshot of what's going on. Have a great time, thank you, 54 likes. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Isn't this mind-blowing? And I control this. And not all the time. Sometimes I'm feeling like doing little selfie recording. Hey, I hope you're having a good time. Or I hope you are, staying warm, or it's about to snow. They're going to see my face. The more they see my face, the more they see your face. What does it mean for us? They're not going to forget about us. And it forces your clients interact with each other. Look, Liz received a coupon to freaking Brazilian Grill. Thanks, Lana. We're celebrating our anniversary today with my coupon. #winning. Kevin, thank you, Lana and team. 6 years. Where has the time gone? Clearly has time gone somewhere, because look at this face. What is going on here? No comment here. And look, client made a gingerbread. This is that gingerbread decorating contest. Lana is a deer and Debbie is a freaking snowman, right? So it becomes a client community. When client needs a vendor, instead of like them going to the Facebook groups, they go into your group, because you control who gets in and who gets out. No realtors allowed. It's only you, your client, vendors, VIPs, whales. It means a VIP. Somebody who may not buy a house with you, maybe support you, right? And the main reason why we do all of this, friends, is to stay top of heart and top of mind. In 2020, we had to cancel our Easter brunch because, it was a national shutdown, so no indoor events were allowed. And my brain is like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? So my ass hiked to Costco. It was back then when Costco had these huge lines looking for toilet paper and other items. And I was just kind of going down the aisles, and I saw these little guys, cheese pizza. I think it's like silly number of $7.99 or $8.99. A 4-pack? Shit, I'm gonna get it from my kids because they're gonna be eating that all day. Me too, I love pizza, yummy. And guess what we did? March 2020, I was just right out of surgery. I had a little cosmetic procedure done. 2 weeks in, me and my team would deliver 285 pizzas to our clients. We also repeated this in September because I wanted to do a little push for before the school, because I'm full of the spontaneous ideas. My mind just operates like that. People love that shit. Look, who's buying or selling Enjoy Pizza on us? Look, thank you, Lana. We had to park, and they tag me, and they double exposure. Always top of heart, top of mind, friends. That's how you have to see this, okay? Yes, I like to party. I like to have a great time, but there's a science behind it. And that's how referrals come. Because on average, a regular consumer knows about 3 real estate agents. I just totally made it up. I think maybe 5, whatever. But bear with me. It may be you. Hopefully they still remember you, because if they remember you, you didn't do your job well. It's going to be their neighbor Nancy, who just, hey, I just got licensed. Neighbor, would you use me? You'd be like, but I have Lana, but now I have Nancy. And then there's going to be some kind of John Schmo, who's a coworker of her husband, who also wants to dip into this business, right? But that's why we do what we do, so they never forget about me, right? Friends, I want to share with you top favorite apps and websites, and take a screenshot of that, and I'll explain you why. I don't mean sound too cliche, but TikTok will be number 1, okay? TikTok will be number 1, and I'll tell you why. We had Jeff talking about video, and even myself, I can be even doing a better job at video. But what TikTok gives you is this editing tool to film your video on the go, even if you are in a car or freaking, whatever you are. It provides you the music, some nice, funky music. Hello. Captures are so easy, and it's easy. I like easy. I don't have time for complicated shit, just like most of you don't, okay? And how I got into TikTok, I just want to share with you, because we're all friends. In 2020, my Facebook got hacked. How did it happen? I don't know. Haters gonna hate? Maybe. Maybe it was just my luck, because a lot of people were targeted. but it put me in a really bad spot. I was actually got really depressed. I was also recovering from my surgery, was on painkillers. And I never get depressed. Like, if you know me, I'm all good time. Even when I was like fat and pregnant and postpartum pregnant, I'm like, let's go. But I was in a really low spot. Because remember, on Facebook, there's my client group, there's my team. I was supposed to be part of all these masterminds on Facebook when quarantine started. So I downloaded TikTok. There's a few stages of TikTok. For some of you, there was a lady in the audience who wanted to learn more about TikTok. At first you download it, and you're like, I'm just gonna download it. Then you start watching the videos. And you're like, I'm just bored, I'm just scroll through. Then you start relating to some of those videos. Because TikTok algorithm is one of the smartest things ever. For example, I like mom content, I like legal spirituality, I like Tat Londono. If you don't follow her, she's real as fuck. I was like, oh my God, she's so real. Of course, Dan and Sunil. So Jeff has a great TikTok content. So then you're like, oh, well, I can actually relate to this. I can dig with this. And then you're like, what if I try? So I ordered a ring light because that's all the TikTokers do. And true story, my first viral TikTok, I cannot make this shit up. My husband, Brian, and my daughter, Olivia, were asleep. And my baby were asleep. I went to the basement very quietly, and there was this little trending sound, a little trending dance, and I just applied to a mom content that moms leave Facebook, go to TikTok, master the dances, fail, and go back to Facebook. And the going viral thing, I was like, oh my God, what happening? It's like it picked up, the algorithm picked up, and that's when I discovered the power of TikTok, and I've been addicted since then. Now, friends, in full disclosure, if you post real estate content, it may not go viral fast, but it's going to attract the right audience. We closed 2 transactions from TikTok in 2020, believe it or not. They found me by a hashtag, or how did they find me? I don't freaking know. And literally, like within a week, I was talking this week to some other prospects, and I sent Debbie a listing lead and sent my buyer's agent a listing lead too. And I'm not even doing it to the level where Dan is doing, where it's like strategic, or how Tatiana is doing it. I'm just like, shit, I have a 3 minutes before showing. I'm like, TikTok, that's how I'm doing. Look, follow me and you'll see. It's like very, very random. All right, so TikTok, play with it. Start just browsing and then adopt as you go. Who in this room using EvaBot? Only Ashley? Oh my God, you guys, EvaBot, please, please, please. EvaBot is a gifting platform. And the best thing about this is it's super affordable. The gifts start anywhere from 30 to 50 to 75 to 100. And the gifts come in your branded box. Shipping is only $3. And you can find something cute anywhere from like a tripod and a coffee or nice whiskey glasses. It's the shit. I love EvaBot. It's a bit timely to order, so I want to send out so many EvaBots, but then I forget. So it's better to assign it to an assistant. But when clients receive it, or like somebody receives it, like, whoa, this is so nice and looks classy, and the gifts are legit. It's not like some cheap shit from China, I promise you. Okay, Amazon. I have like a couple more minutes, but it's very crucial to talk to you about Amazon. Everybody uses Amazon, hello. But this is how I use it. I like to find myself a personable person, and when my clients work with me, they freaking love me. They also think I'm their best friend. So if your client is not thinking you're their best friend after the transaction is over, why are you even in the business? Why are you even doing this? See, I relate to my clients on such level where I'm getting invited for baby showers, weddings, funeral. I have been to my client's children's funeral. I have been that. It's been one of the hardest things I ever experienced. But I'm that agent. Well, right now, do I have time to go to everybody's party? Because, we have 500 doors in Colorado Springs, and I get invited every single. Do I have time? No. Will you have time? Maybe now, but not later. Does Carrie has time? Absolutely not. So every time I see event coming up, I'm like, shit, I cannot make it. Either myself or Susie go on Amazon and send a very nice gift. I'm always last minute, so they're going to get that gift usually day off or day after with a little note, hey, I'm sorry I missed it. But they're going to know Lana cares because their kid got a gift. Are you guys following? All right. Instacart. Do you guys have Instacarts? Do you guys know what it is? Surprisingly, I just discovered Instacart in 2021. I'm like, I I went to the 2020, all the stores and bought food in person. Disgusting. But this is the power of Instacart. Remember, I'm a stalker. Don't forget that. You should be a stalker too. And when I scroll on Facebook, I see a lot of posts when my clients are fighting COVID or they're fighting something, you know. So what do? I tell Susie or I go myself on Instacart and I order them groceries. If you're gonna do this, you're gonna stand out so much in your client community, it's gonna be mind blown. Because no one else is doing that. No one else. And of course, edible arrangements, all of you should know what edible arrangements is. And it's this amazing, amazing presentations for birthdays, special occasions. And most importantly, if you order the night prior, they're gonna deliver them the next day. It's absolutely, absolutely life-changing. And friends, I'm gonna leave you with this. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much.